In Thai martial arts legends, there's a traditional martial art called Thai Chaya. The speed spanking, the evil moves, and there's no rules that create the power of this martial art. A Chai leather warrior, it's different from other elites in that they don't just use the power of the elbow to point at the most important thing. It's got to be a battle strategy. Avoiding is not shivering. It's about choosing the time and then taking a decision. To this day, the only surviving sect of boys in a certain flowing village. There are 3 boys playing very close together. Everyone has one, but they all share the same dream. It's about being the invincible warrior of the throne. The biggest guy is Sumo. The second guy's name is Pao, and the third guy's name is Pao. While the sumo boy, I was born into a fishing family. Bak doesn't know who his father is because his mother is a prostitute. Your father and brother are 2 warriors. He's very good and the owner of this dojo. The father of Bao because he did not want the original martial arts left behind. So you're with your oldest son. His name was Kam, and he dedicated himself to these 3 martial arts that you 2 have. A real leather bottle warrior. You've got to keep the chalk on your face when you're fighting. And that also means that they have to withstand all the blows. The most dangerous enemy. The peaceful life just happens. BA boy through the sun wins the rain, drunk practice. Day training is not enough. Night training to make my dreams come true. Besides, the feelings of BA people are also getting closer. No different than brothers. If we are blessed, we run together. On one day, Sumo's father commits suicide on the beach after losing a bet on chicken. The boy was heartbroken and went to his death. Pao and Bak were lucky to catch Sumo's hand. 1,000 pounds of slippage is a Pao and Bak still did not let go. If they die, they all go down. Finally lucky to have grandparents under the golden stream carry the handcuffs. So you didn't trust me. From here, the feelings of the BA brothers became so deep friendship under love. And one day, there are 3 big faces at the bottom of society come to visit this village. The boss's name is Tokuda Do. Pao's father owes him 400 million. We had to close the dojo. And with the eldest son, I went to Bangkok to pay off my debt. Pao was too young to stay with his 2 best friends and try to practice martial arts. My father moved back 15 days after 3 boys. They've become strong young men. Sumo with leg injury after suicide jump. I can't practice martial arts. However, Pao and Bak have become Chai warriors. In fact, Pao seems to have been born, and Bak is tattooed tiger reported mink in the form of bad boy. On one day, she saw a beautiful girl. They are being teased by the moon. That's Maria. A local nurse has 100 guys chasing. The hero sees the discontent. Let them die soon. But I was also injured a lot. However, great trick heroine saved the American cause, of course. Harmful. Beautiful girl has been in love with you ever since. On one day, there was a martial arts competition to inaugurate the new temple. Immediately register to participate. Because this is your chance to fight in real life. Your opponent is a famous fighter. He has been in the ring for many years and is very experienced. Do you know who your father is? Son of a bitch, you 2 start fighting your body. He attacked like a storm, so I couldn't wait. You don't seem to have a door. In front of an experienced oil puncher like him. The old hand is still the old hand. When he attacked, he didn't. He punched me once and threw up all 8 crab soup he had just eaten this afternoon. The second one is completely blurry. Blue honey fall to the floor. But right now, thanks to 2 friends who encouraged and saw Maria, he stood up to keep on fighting. There's a little girl in it. It's different. You can't miss a trick of the enemy. Then Bak suddenly knocked him down. When he tried to stand up, he slammed himself in the neck. Stand up and send a kiss to the ground. Lost a foot carve port, and then hit the head with an elbow. Tell him the answer, Dad. Who are you, fighter? I'm very impressed by the young talent of Bach. The first battle was won. Make these 3 guys more confident. With martial arts, Tai Fu family of his family. The next day I received a letter from my brother. He's now become an unstoppable fighter, defeated in the ring in Bangkok. It's because of this. He decided to sell the yacht 5 years ago to get the money to the city to say goodbye to the beautiful Maria. He gave her a Rolex watch. Buy from the Chinese to make believe. But this Rolex is weird. That's a lot of high quality. I just opened the box, but I had to run it on rice. At this point in the distance, look at the 2 and sadly leave. Out from the first meeting, I secretly missed Maria without daring to say. I can't believe that Maria, wild, the boy left Theo Bak's house to Bangkok in search of a new life. 4 people went to the gym to see old Takuda, who went back to the village to take his brother and father to Bangkok. 15 years ago, he said that Khan's brother died and his master went to the temple. The pain is like cutting through tears. The master said here, your brother's 100 and 101 champion. However, the ring is not a place to win. The amount of fish is too large. It's become a common home for criminals. Who wins, who loses, has been arranged by the bosses. That's why to save, the gangsters have been forcing us to sell our degrees and pretend to lose. With the martial spirit of a warrior. It is better to stand than to die on your knees. Khan wouldn't allow himself to do that, so he killed himself. I would advise you to go back to your village. However, all BA up will be determined to stick to this place. For a former Thai martial artist, champions will be the ultimate goal. That's why immediately, Bach met old Tokuda to register for the competition. It's a big boxing ring. Maybe this is the golden land. Let me bring out all my talent. Even if you're new to the profession. But they also showed themselves. The 2 sides retaliated extremely fiercely. If you give me a punch, I'll give you a stone. My 2 grandkids are covered in blood like dogs. Last 100 airports knitting. And a pinch of his foot. Let him fall. Stand up and eat now. Elbows to sideways sad separation, picking up the
Beautiful
grave
blows.
along with the dirty playboy style of Chai Da. It's like a legend every day. It has made the audience love Bok. I know the match after that. People will rush to the pole for you. So old Tokuda made Bok participate in the competition even though you are seriously injured. So much so that he had to hang on to the rope and not sit. Step onto the ring. They don't have the strength to resist even one move. I was finally knocked out in pain. The audience is very excited and angry about you. They think you're too good to be in this ring. Old Tokuda collected a large sum of money. It is worth taking advantage of him. He kicked Bok out of the ring. Let me pray for one more chance. Go back and punch your wife. There is no door for you. The owl's 100 feet away. Give him one. Battle, then leave. 7 bad failures, but fortunately that Bok still has 2 brothers by his side. Even better than Maria. I still don't leave you even though life is hard. Now that there's no chance, the last ray of hope, it can only be me. I know that only Thailand will not be enough. So you are father. Led to a boxing furnace to start a scouting master. Lucky boss. This place is free. Give me the full cost of studying Determined here. To make the name of Tai Chai Rung martial arts, the skin that the ancestors left began behind. To plunge into training from physical strength up to the most basic skills of boxing, under the guidance of father and other teachers, and combine 2 Thai martial arts with boxing. Only after a short time, Bao's martial arts have been elevated to a new level. Walk confidently into the ring very fast. The opponent attacks in quick succession, but they didn't get any money. Choose the right time. They beat the enemy right at the battle. At the same time, if you can't make money, go right. With his wife is a hut with 2 golden hearts. I can't go to the ring. Sumo guy. You led Bok to the underworld of gangsters. Watch the 100 hands teach those who like to bear the feather-covered falcon fight. So take me to an underground black market. This ring is different from a boxing ring. There's no rules or rules. To break your opponent's mouth is to eat money. The boss said this guy was a monster truck beat him. You're going to be a Hollywood star. To enter the battle, the monster used to dance and Bok played the hand system. He beat it up and it broke his heart. I got up and slammed into my knee to knock it down and stomped the monster upside down with his feet. On-site personnel. It's a miracle that keeps people cheering. Black people are allowed to play weapons, fly into training to practice better. Become an idol of young people. Second match alone, 100 pounds all year. Big black guy smelly to get a lot of bonuses. Fighting like a tiger. Whoever comes in broke his teeth with the rope. You use it to build their weapons. Then the lucky guy doesn't die. You also have to go to an orthopedic trauma hospital. The audience is also amazed by the power of the third round is a 10-point fight. Bok 2, hand 2 types left and right, conflict to throw back and forth. There's some metal in it. It's different beaten from up foam. And down the field. Be good that you all have a gift without one. Back every night, Maria was waiting for him until she fell asleep on the couch. You see, punching is exhausting. However, the money earned is not worth it. Hairy-mouthed boss has offered Juniper and Sumo to join him on score-fixing missions of boxing matches for ransom. Before a match takes place, the audience is always betting big on good fighters. Hairy-mouthed bosses will bet on weak fighters. It's Sumo's job to buy a cage. They are good fighters. Pretend to lose. From there, the money will flow to the boss's evening. A doctor's wife who refuses to sell her degree will use drugs to poison her. If you don't do it, you can stop the land from going to the ring. Have money immediately shop TV, refrigerator, rice cooker for Maria. The more he opens his mouth, the more he opens his mouth. Those who are against it are called sumo. Will straight hand-feeding copper candy without compromise. 2 people were invisible from the Thai cloud warrior. They've become killing machines for him. However, they still secretly practice and uphold the spirit of martial arts. You win one battle after another and won a lot of medals. On one day, surprisingly, 3 brothers with other fathers. My great-grandfather met me at a temple. Their feelings are the same as ever. The only difference is that there is no longer the same path. Take the bag home. I am afraid to see someone I love again. Old man 2 people lead each other out of thin, confided. Maria was heartbroken to know that the 100 was food increasing. And crime that can't stop you. The next day, the old man called Bok and said, the whole team's boxing match fixing. He was approached by another boss named Bill. He wants to steal the rice. Sent an army of assassins to ask. Visit the health of my children. The best wife to mention 2 guys are scarred face and eel urine. So you 2 have to be very careful. The hairy mouth just finished. Then the boss Bill went to the black aide to kill 100 in public. He picked a lot of hair. But Bok swung the sword. He immediately came to attack. Faster beats went right to the muzzle. He finished cutting across the face of the scar. But suddenly Bruce Lee is also here. Should rush to the aid attack. At that time, I found my place. See this scene. So he immediately beat a shot to defeat Li Xiaoyu. They feel they can't eat. Then suddenly a guy comes riding a big dung to bomb the dead to cause a riot and escape. See you again, Bok Bao wholeheartedly advised you to change. But he didn't listen, but he was loud. You like my wife, don't you? I always greet you. The day before Pao and Maria, I saw the whole scene of 2 people holding hands, so very angry. Brothers are dying to fight, but was prevented by sumo. How many words can only leave without saying anything? Go back to the bar drinking. See less of the pole dancer here that you saved from thugs before. is still a great hero to save the beauty. She loved you like a cigarette and said yes. She hugged him and said straight, I want to practice only with you. A hair as strange as a familiar one. Let her know immediately how to challenge the rich with shrimp soup. Suddenly Maria came home from work and caught Tang. I can't believe my eyes. You just have to lean on your shoulders for a little bit. The boxing industry is growing. The amount of money the lambs are willing to bet is no different than the South China Sea. It's because the underworld is semi-autonomous. There can only be one person taking a shower. High band, pay each other to clear the way. Apart from Rong and Sumo to destroy the boss Muse Juniors. The hairy mouth man also personally took out the open murder. Bill's army of assassins was too numerous and aggressive. They've lit their fur mouths into a dark roast. End of sales career. From here, Bok was also stabbed by them. Small intestine often live without death. The boss goes to the altar to watch the naked chicken. Sumo is no longer hiding. So I decided to come and join Bill the boss. And then you two went on to be assassins for this new boss. Maria has now also moved Korea through her house. When you are happy, you just quietly leave. I can't believe my dream was to be a doctor. But now he's an assassin to kill fighters, trying to do something stupid. But luckily the pole dancer held him back. How much is the exact opposite? You've won the unknown, like my brother before. Know that the Thai people will reach the pole in the next match because you are too strong. Boss Bill made a deal for a Western wife. Very strong backpack on the head with you. This guy is invincible. Never tired of a boy's father. However, before the match, he bit the meth and flew up 9 clouds. I can't get down. That's why Bill wants to pretend to lose. Hansai Tokuda to grow old with how he said that if you lose, you'll get 400 million. That's enough to pay off your father's debt and go home. Then Ra, because of this huge debt, should be 15. My father and brother had to close the dojo to Bangkok. According to Korea, so far that debt is still intact. When Tokuda decided against it, he said, your father made your brother sell to pay off his debt. Your brother can't stand to kill himself. To know the truth, I came back to blame my father for hurting my brother. I'm going to hurt you because of your debt. The next day I walked into the ring. There's no other way. You have to eat, you can't attack. How to lose the battle. Make a lot of money. And dance with all kinds of ostriches. But he didn't stop there. To seal off the lead, make it easy to do business. He ordered the Scar to kill my father. Sumo and Juniper go to a temple where the family is praying. Dress for Maria. Stop it, but you have no choice. I saw that Bruce Lee was out of surveillance. To shoot, he is a brother closer than his own flesh. I ran out the door and saw her. She is the daughter of Bao and Maria. I didn't expect the two of them grew so fast. But I also have to leave. In the end, the shot missed, so nothing. Your father was seriously injured. My best friend here said, old Tokuda is a liar. Your father didn't force the sale. It's him. He always wanted Khan to be a champion even fighter. If you have to die. I know now that I have misunderstood you, but it's too late. The police officer was also arrested at the station. Awarding metal jewelry set number 8. Here you plead guilty to murder. Determined not to reveal. Sumo guy. Behind bars, Maria also came to visit him. However, you say that was a sponsor for the second time to compete for the championship with the Westerner. That's why they sold so much that they lost last time. After this match, you and he will get married. The last girl I saw at the temple, it's not your child, it's your daughter. And then she gave him back his Rolex, the one I gave you a year ago and left. I'm so sad that I have lost everything now. It's just on the teeth under the gas tank. Suddenly the pole dancing girl appeared. She gave Cho and Maria a tape. That's what Sumo wanted to say. Tell the truth. Sumo said that since Bok joined the black market, he knows Maria. It's dangerous to be on the side and it's better to be on the side. That's why Bok deliberately brought the bag home to let the two meet, then arrange an affair for Maria. Discovered and left without regret. The pillar daddy also said, even though you love him so much, but Jesus never forgot Mary. Besides knowing the news, I want to learn boxing at a gym. She and Sumo have done all sorts of bad things. To have money to study without saying a word. So the new martial arts boss didn't take any shoe. He always thought life had to be better than 2 people. The day he received the order to kill Bok, but deliberately missed the shot. Promise us you've got to give it your all. Because of the people who were lying down, because of Tai Then we will go back to the village, live peacefully as before. To know the truth, Maria and I suffer terribly, crying all the bottles of eye drops the director bought Cho. Kia sighed. Bok is being escorted to the prison to pasture Suddenly, ants. A car is in the way. So that's Sumo. He came to rescue Bok. Sumo knows that if he wins this match, Bastard Bill's going to lose a lot of money, and he won't forgive. So you'll have to make a final plan. It's protective. Sumo handed Bo his sword and hugged his brother for the last time. They know that after this hug, you'll never see each other again. Break up from here. Sumo and flanges one way each to start protecting my brother. The match is about to begin, covering the face of a warrior's chalk outside Chaira to join the war. And B.A. Lu was playing dirty, so he injected ping dollars. If you do drugs like this, your father can't eat him back. Tell Sao to step into the ring to confront a fighter. Lip Tai won 69 matches in a row, but his face is still pale, challenging to enter the match. He continued to attack him without fail. So about freight rights, you are a long way ahead of the enemy. What is his blow? Everyone can solve it and unleash these tiger-like tricks. However, he has a lot of money, so he doesn't care. It's also a challenge. Fight again. Fight hard for your father. All the people of the country are cheering. Maria and her daughter were also worried. On the other side, Suma was picked up by 4 of Bill's boys. The assassin who scarred you with a knife was suddenly Suma. Draw out a pomegranate. Let them know how God died and how the ice died. I know I don't have martial arts. It only helps to solve 4 lives. In the ring into the second round, the West is even more bloodthirsty. He started attacking Pao. But you're still so brave. Tell him what Thai power is. But his end was due. Doping is my biggest obstacle right now. Into the third round. 3 hands threw a hook kick, but Pao dodged. I kept responding, but now he doesn't know what pain is. Limited human power. I was finally knocked down by his kick. And then he puts you in the corner, and he punches you. I can't get back to hand, so fall down again. The second time I was completely exhausted. He sees your head as a ball, just like that, without any hesitation. Never in the state above the bottom, not listening. The will, but the legs can't get up. Full into a semi-conscious state. Think about your brother's teaching. Years before the separation, the Chaya warrior never falters. I also think of Maria and her mother. There's no place to hide. I tried to stand up and counterattack. The opponent's leg is seriously injured. Outside, this twig also jumps in, appearing as a god. He finished with 2 swords. Let these bastards go down and meet the king of hell. He used to be a black market champion in the underworld. If you play weapons with me, this game is easy. To meet a guy is to kill a guy. 2 guys show up and kill them both. Boss Bill heard that Bach returned to slaughter and was very afraid. So the tail button says, you don't need to bet anymore, but I can't run out of the summer sun. Determined to use the blood of these wannabes to finish Sumo washing. Gave you? The inside of the ring is strong. If you hit him, he must be traumatized. Both of you are as tired as if you had fired 9 shots. Finally, every guy a punch lay wrestling out the ring. The whole country is turning to you. The Westerner has medicine. It's different. So I immediately stood up. Now I think girls are just temporary. You and friendship are everything. I think of my father's death, the sacrifice of his brother, and the peaceful countryside. The 9 friends of 3. Besides, I remember a great technique. It is believed to be the last blow of the Tai Chi that my brother used before. It's like getting more blood, so get up. 8 legs of pants fall down and form a pillow on the stomach. He tried to stand up. He kept coming and was picked up by the boy. Put your head in the ring. Broken neck officially logged out of the earth. All Thais are happy to win. Slave before the victory of Bao. In the end, traditional martial arts Western batch dog blood. In the tunnel, Bach, after dealing with all the juniors, met Li Xiaoyu. How do you think it's cool? It's just earthenware. 101 executioners asked for a little blood to guard him at the battle. To get in the car. At this time, the police also came to the siege from the side. Everyone comes out with it. I advise you to lay down your weapons and surrender. It's over. Maria also showed up with her child. I don't want to kill in front of my daughter. He gave up his sword and let Bill out. But Bill, who had just escaped, teased him. I'll take care of your wife. Color BA trapped suddenly up to rob police guns for 2 bad guys who coaxed like a beehive into painting. He was later sold by the police on the spot. Your sacrifice is too great to leave boundless mercy for those who remain. To know how many won the championship, I'm completely satisfied and ready to go forever. I can't wait to give Maria the watch. To show my love for her, you still have lipstick as one. The end of the movie includes mother and son back Maria to the camp village and dump box code on South Beach. 3 people have fun. Through the movie show us family affection. Friends and family are always the most important. Material or precious glory also becomes meaningless if we don't have our loved ones by our side. They also have parents. They also have best friends. It's just that life is so exhausting and so busy, sometimes we can't see them. Time goes by, you can't wait for an AI to visit your parents. Meet your best friends as much as possible. Let's meet back to the old story. My parents and friends had no internet. Smartphones are always our best memories. Did you ever give me a glue watch like Bach gave Maria? I'm as drunk as a cigarette. You don't need a hero to save a beauty. Today's movie is over. Put the name of the movie at the top of the description so you can go to Google. Search for the full set. If you think this video is good, don't forget to like, share videos, and subscribe to channels to support privacy. If you like any other movie review, please leave your comments in the comment section. Thanks to everyone.